Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trace People's Tips again. We have here a Salamander pump which we're gonna plumb in for our shower and bath. That's correct, yeah? Right, so first thing we've got to do is open it and see what we've got. Alright, so get into the box. Alright, there's a box within a box. So we get this one out, we'll just rest this one on here. And here we have our delivery notes. Basically, put that over there. Close that one. Oh, it's a fair old weight, I must tell you that. Get ourselves a pen. Alright, let's see what we have. This is our pump and instruction manual. Alright, we'll go through that later. But let's just focus. It's probably a guarantee. What we got. First thing, a bit of extra packing. Put that to one side. And we have one pipe. This may be hot or cold. Now this little ring here, you will find on your old one, when you're taking it off, you need to pull it up like that. So what you do, you get something underneath here, you just prise it up, and then that should pull away from the pipe. When you put it on, press that in, and it should lock it back to the pipe. So we got one of those, two, three, and four. Now, one of these is for the hot, one is for the cold, going to your taps. So one is for your hot, one is for your cold, going into the pump. I've had a look and it makes sense. Alright, next, get this out. Let's just take the whole thing out. Put that to one side. See what we've got here. Open. And there, our pump. Now this pump is not exactly the same as the one that is here. It's got a lot more. It's a bigger pump.
That's why it's so heavy.
It's a bigger pump completely. But as I was saying, this pipe with the bend on it, that will go onto that side, on here, that comes off like that, for example, and that screws onto there, just like that, and that's where your water comes in. You can see on there, you got the red, and on here, let me just pull those off, it makes no odds really. That's your blue, cold, and hot. Okay, and another demonstration. This one would screw onto here. Alright, that's how those two fits, or four of them. All four will fit the same way. Let's put that back on there for now. Get that one out. What else have we got here? These here are, I'm working on assumptions here, gonna have to go through it later. But my assumptions serve me right. these should go on the bottom of here to stop the vibration through the floor, or wherever you mount it, stop the pump moving. So we've got 4 of those and 4 of those spacers, so it kind of makes sense to me. Don't know about you. So put those back there, put that back on there, get our pump back together, just like that. That goes in there because we're going to fit it, don't matter. Here we have some filters. Now these filters, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them in the packet. Now we've got 2 filters and 2 washers. So we've got to have a look through our man instruction to see where they go. Well, they've got to go either in here or in here, because the washers are to stop the leak, filters is to filter out anything. So I would suggest the filters go on here, filter out any rubbish going into the pump rather than any filter coming out of the pump. But we're going to work that all out. But this is basically what we have to work with. This screws off of there. What's this? So what we need to do now is to get this in position to see if we have enough space for it. Tricky one. Because under the whole pump we haven't got this. But judging by the length of this pipe from here to there, we should have enough clearance. Because that's where the other pipe attached. Talking to myself now because I'm just working it out in my head. We've got enough cable to reach to our main supply. We may have to put a plug in because what we've got is the this connected direct to the mains. Now if we cut this to connect it direct to the mains and anything goes wrong with it, obviously our warranty is void straight away. So we may have to put a socket in. A plug socket in. Well, that's not a major neither. So we now know what we've got to work with. So on that note, I'm going to love you, leave you, put it all back in the box. Oh, while we're here, these valves, this little screw here, if you get your screwdriver and you turn it left or right, that opens and closes the valve. Let the water through or shut the water off. Okay, so if you're changing your tap, you just shut the water off, change your tap. But if you're going to shut the water off for the whole lot, you turn your mains off. So remember, before you start any of this, you need to turn your mains off. Okay, so we're going to put it all back together now and just leave it for now until the next video where we show you we're fitting in it. Fitting in it. What kind of language is that? Fitting in it. Okay, people, till next time, see you again soon.